Okay, we ready?
Well, good morning. I hope you're doing well. We are back in Middle Earth, and we're back with Miss Medrielle, who is in Great River now. And she has a few things to do along the river, including, including finding some materials for Bingo Boffin to continue his writing because he's run out of ink. She also has to follow the riverbank in search of Haderith and search the river's edge. So let's get started, shall we? Hello, dear. Oh, you're a pretty dear. You're a pretty dear. So here's the river. We're already finding some of Bingo's things. Dark mud and reeds. And a bear, which is going to leave me alone. How very polite of it. There's a camp over here. Like, a Rohirrim. Some Rohirrim fishing. I'm surprised. They don't particularly like elves, and yet they're very close to an elven encampment. That is not normal. At least not for them. Ooh, I'll take that. Nice flowers. They almost match her dress. Nothing so far. It says to search the river. Not seeing anything so far. Other than Bingo supplies, that is. Oh, empty fishing net. Well, that's something new. Alright, so... Hello. There have never been fishing nets along this stretch of the Anduin as far as I can remember. What do we make of this? Who is trespassing on our land? If you have any skill in tracking, you should search the woods for signs of these invaders. Follow the riverbank south of Hallereth. I think we have already found our invaders. They were probably the Rohirrim that we saw camped and fishing. At least that'd be my guess. bear. Bear would be aggroing, except we're kind of just hit the outside of the level limit for this part of Great River, so it's not. Huh. Doesn't trigger anything when I go into their camp, though. Yeah, I don't know. I'm really assuming it's them. Or, you know what? We're going to get rid of it anyway, even if it isn't aggroing on us. New deed, Orc Slayer. Woohoo! That is one massive tree. Once again, these trees are big enough that you could literally carve a small house inside them. Or put a house up in the boughs, if that was your thing. Me? Not so sure I'd want to be living that far up above the cloud. You see trampled grass underfoot. Did the fellowship come this way? Follow the riverbank further south of Halderith. Has the earth been disturbed here? Does it signify the fellowship's passage? South along the river. Oh no. Slain scout. You gingerly remove an orc arrow from the body of the slain scout. Bring the arrow to Thinglad at Halderith. That was not what I was expecting. And I've done this stuff before, but that doesn't mean I always remember what happens. So, I had totally forgotten that an elf dies. And we still need to find our trespassers. I really quite like the music in Great River. It's an equal part relaxing and dramatic. Horseshoe. You find a shoe thrown from a horse. I guess we weren't supposed to find the camp just yet. A horseshoe. This must belong to one of the horses of Standguard, a Rohirrim settlement south of here. What great need drove these men to hunt and fish in Thinglad? They fear these woods, and anything to do with the elves. Hat of the concerned elf. Okay, we don't need it. I think I'll take the silver tokens of the Anduin instead. The Rohirrim have always believed our kind are evil, and that Lothlorien is the haunted place. We feel that this is not entirely a bad belief for them to hold, as it will frighten them away from our borders. I had the idea that you could crouch hidden near the camp and make strange noises to frighten the fishermen away. Hopefully, we will not need to resort to more force than simple manipulation. Destroy fishing nets without being seen. The men of Sandgard want to stay clear of these lands. They must be truly desperate if they have come so far north into the woods, haunted by the elves of Lorien. Dwim or Dean, as men of Rohan name our lands. Such insults shall not be borne by trespassers. We would rather remain hidden so that they do not see how few we are in number, so this must be done carefully. Let's begin by destroying those fishing nets, for trapping is not permitted in Thinglad. Avoid being seen if you may. I will return to my people at Halderith. Meet me there when you have completed this task. If you're looking to discourage our southern neighbors from wandering so far north, Medrielle, I have an idea for you. There's a weed that grows along the river banks of the Anduin, and its leaves smell quite terrible when crushed. We elves do not disturb these plants. If you find any, however, it might benefit our cause to befoul the air with their odor. Do you not agree? So, destroy nets without being seen. Crush a foul-smelling reed. Kill that orc. And try to frighten the Rohirrim away by whistling. Not sure the whistling part's going to work too well. I mean, one, they are sturdy men of Rohan. Two, they have to be pretty desperate to be doing what they're doing. Ooh. And now I smell like it. Rich Kalinor Scarn? Yes, I will take that. Thank you. This is one of those cases where even if the mob isn't aggroable, it should still aggro if you run around stinking. It should be attracted to the smell. There's their camp. Need to find 4 more of these stinkweeds. Seems like she's suitably stinky at this point. It doesn't even look like the water's washing it off. Yikes. And here she is in her brand new dress. Hopefully we can get that odor out, right? And that's where the easy part of that. Now, find a stinky weed. I don't think there's any more on this side. No, I don't think there is. Okay, back across we go. Ah, over here. One more. Now, let's find ourselves a nice hiding spot, shall we? Maybe you should try not whistling at the reekweed, huh? Doesn't seem to be doing anything. Alright, let's try again. Whistle at them, so I have to highlight one of them. That didn't work. And not working. Okay, what have they done to this quest? Good place to hide. Okay, we're hiding. Nothing. Back up. Right, nothing yet. They're the only three here, I think. I don't see anybody else. Ah, there we go. The fisherman's nerves seem shaken. What was that? Whistle again? These woods just aren't right. Roar? Oh, or the Witch of the Golden Wood. Could it be her? Lap? Whatever the horrid forest spirit haunts this place, please leave me be. I will leave here, I promise you. Alright. As long as you promise. But, because I'm not totally cruel, I'll kill that orc. Alright, we tormented the poor Rohirrim. Suppose that they will leave. But I do hope they got some sort of a catch before they left. Because clearly they didn't come out here for giggles. They came here because they needed food. Now, let's see. We have several things to turn in at this point. But first thing we need to do, we're going to take care of Bingo here. We need to grind the ingredients we found. And everybody say hello to Miss Carol, who has decided she must say things right now. Adding water to pigment. You add the pigment to the water, forming a thick ink. And then we just present it to Bingo. What high-quality ink! I cannot believe you were able to make such a fine ink so quickly, and with such common ingredient. This must be the ingenuity of the elves, truly. I will get to work, writing once again. Could you ask Medrielle if there are any points of interest nearby that would suit my book? Be sure to tell him I am writing an account that should be both exciting and true, Medrielle, so I hope any place he suggests will be ripe for adventure. That would be this gentleman here. Bingo wants to know of interesting places to explore along the Great River. Well, there are a few locations he might find exciting, but I cannot guarantee his safety. I suppose if he has come this far from his home, he must be a formidable adventurer, or be in the company of one, Medrielle. To the south, you can find the old burrows, which were once the home to peaceful creatures of nature. They have recently been claimed by ferocious orcs, so if Bingo wishes to see them, he would be wise to do so with caution. To the southeast, you will find Falmouth Den, where lives a mighty bear, gray of coat but black-hearted. You would be wise to stay away from Falmouth, but he is of tremendous size, and an encounter with him might make for a thrilling chapter in Bingo's book. Alright. So, I think it much better if the Rohirrim find these lands haunted. Do you not agree? They will not disturb us again for 2, maybe 3 generations. Then perhaps we will have to frighten them away once more. Well, by then y'all will probably be gone anyway. You have returned without alerting the Rohirrim of our presence. That is good. I think we will be convincing them to leave by reinforcing their own superstitions of these lands. Well done, Medrielle. You need not tell me that your mission was a success, Medrielle. I could tell the deed was done before you even came through the brush. Fear not, the odor will fade soon. This is a clean place, and the airs here will soon wash you of that putrid scent. Thanks. The ploy to frighten the fishermen worked rather well. I think we should use it again on the huntsmen, and see if they scare as easily as their kinsmen. Try once more to make these woods look haunted, so that the rumors will follow these men back to Stanguard and weaken their desire to come here for another generation. Good luck, and try not to be spotted by the hunters. Okay. The hunters must be dealt with now. Their traps cannot be permitted in this wood, for it is against our law. Please go and destroy all the traps you find, good Medrielle, as you did with the fisherman's net. All creatures must die, but none should die locked in a cage or choked in a snare. I must warn you again, though, do not be seen. Okay. Yes, that does make some sense. I will tell her family that she has fallen in service to the Golden Wood. Bimla shakes her head sadly. The orcs that killed her are surely still somewhere in Thinglad. If you wish to help us while you seek sign of your friends, slay any orcs you find in this land. So, traps, scare away the Rohirrim hunters, defeat orcs, and find a couple of attractions for bingo. Well, this is just like, is sounding like a little walk in the park so far. But, of course, Bingo will have to wait. He'll have a second breakfast now, and we will continue next time. Until then, bye for now.